Welcome back to the Junk Room, everybody. It's me, the Junk Man. I'm going to tell you about a toy car from the 90s that you probably don't remember. Now, today when you're doing stunts with cars and everything, most of that is CGI. They're not crashing cars. It's all on the computer. But back in the good old days, before CGI, they would ram two cars together. In movies like Vanishing Point, Dirty Mary, Crazy Larry, White Line Fever, well, those were the days of the real car crashing. And who drove those crash cars? Well, Hollywood stuntmen. And Landlord Toys would make toys based on two stuntmen and their car.
Ain't nothing gonna stop us! It sure looks that
way! Released in 1993, it was the break-apart Hollywood stunt team's crash car. This was a toy car that was made to be broke. You put the figures inside and you can set a button on the back to have the car break apart when hitting something, or you can set it to just not break. That way you can have a little fun just as a toy car. Although the box says it comes with one stuntman, on the back of the box it shows two. However, I could find no information on how you got the second one. But let's take a look at the car. Thanks to springs inside, it would break apart. The hood, the windshield, the doors, the seats, everything busted apart. According to the story on the back of the package, the Hollywood stunt team is the force behind scenes from your favorite movies. The courageous stuntmen risk life and limb to bring you white-knuckle action. Now you're part of the team. The team needs your help for the most intense action ever staged. It is up to you to push the team to the limit. At your disposal is the break-apart crash car, a powerful four-wheel drive stunt machine. Use it to direct the most exciting adventure ever. Now, I'm going to tell you, when this toy came out, I didn't know about it. And in the 90s, I was a little too old to play with it. But this thing came out in the early 80s when I was really into playing with toys. And having my action figures jump off desks and everything else like stuntmen, I would have loved this thing. I would have loved to put figures in this thing, slam it into the wall, and just watch it break apart and see how the action figures flew out. But again, it was released in 1993, and by that time, I wasn't smashing my toys. I was buying them and putting them on a shelf and dusting them off every couple of weeks. Now, this thing's pretty hard to find, but you can at times find it on eBay. Usually sells for around $60 to $100 in the package, but you can find it loose, maybe a little bit cheaper, but they don't come up that often. So if you see one and you're looking for one, you might want to grab it. It's a cool little toy. Now, the figures inside are nothing special. They're kind of like G.I. Joe style figures. And they're not good, they're not bad, they're just generic figures. But you're not buying this for the figure. You're buying it for the cool crash car. But this is a toy I don't think a lot of people remember for the 90s. It kind of came and gone. Landlord Toys wasn't a big name in the toy field. I've done a video about some of their other toys. They never really had a big breakout action figure line. But this one, I think, should have sold better. This thing looks like a lot more fun. Did you even know about this toy? Did you have the Hollywood stunt team movie crash car? If you did, let me know in the comments below if it's as fun as this thing looks, because it looks pretty darn fun if you ask me. Well, let me know that and more in the comments. And as always, don't forget 2 videos a day at noon and 8, all times Eastern. And until the next video, we'll talk again.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.